And if you guys have any questions about this, like, oh, you're not being informative enough, or you're doing it too quickly, just leave me a comment and I'll send you a message uh, helping you if you found anything complicated, or you didn't understand what I was doing or what happened, or if I did it too quickly. But yeah, just let me know if you found something difficult. Anyway, you have one there and one up there. Grab the box, and there's actually a little shortcut here. If you put this one box on here and then look for that little white square, fire one on there, pick the box back up and take the box through with you, because I used to make that mistake. I used to leave the box in the other room and have to go back for it later on in the level. Anyway, there's another pellet here, so you got to put blue there, orange there, wait for it to go through. That activates that lift over there, so you put blue above the lift, put an orange there, and jump through, grab the box, take it down, put a blue on the square, orange underneath the box, follow the arrows on the button, and you just use the port device to get up there. And that's that one done. That's chamber 12. Like I say, they're still pretty basic. They start getting a little bit more complicated from 15 onwards, I'd say. 15 onwards, yeah, I'd say they start to get a bit more complicated there. This one's quite a long one. Okay, just for a shortcut, just fire everyone up there, just to get up there. Okay, for this one, I don't think I'm doing this. No, I'm not. The way I always used to do it is put an orange one there and a blue one when this goes down. I used to put a blue one down there and then just go up and strafe over. But the way you're actually supposed to do it is put an orange one up there and a blue one down there and fly through and grab it. You can do it either of those ways, but it doesn't really matter. If you just put one down there, put one on the floor, jump through, chuck it on the box. Now what you're going to want to do now is look at that orange dot up there on the roof and put a blue portal, and remember which portal you put up there. Remember what portal you put up on there. Now you run through here. Now don't use portals to get across to the other side. I know it's tempting, but don't, because it just makes it more difficult. Wait for these to come back up, because they do. Jump on that one, jump across again. And now I remembered I put a blue portal on that over there, so you put an orange one there, and it'll go straight through and land in there. And that activates the lift. Jump through, and there you go. Chamber completed. Chamber 14 completed. Just like that. Like I say, just let me know if I'm going too fast, or if you're not sure what you're doing, because I know I can. Like I was thinking, I was going to record this and then commentate over the top, but I figured it'd be easier to live comment, because when I'm just playing it through and not doing anything else, I'd do it way too quickly. Okay, you got an outrace platform there, put a blue one, put an orange one down here, fly through, and then put another orange one, and you'll fly through again. Now this is what I meant by the grills in the middle of the levels. You can't fire them through them, but you clearly need to get the pellet on the other side. So you have to put blue there and an orange there, and then a blue there and an orange there. Oh no, I missed. And then walk through and then put a blue there and an orange there. And it goes in. That activates the lift. Hop on the lift. Okay, this one is a little bit more complicated. Put one there, because I don't think you can't go far enough by just jumping through. So what you have to do is you have to go in here, jump up here, blue up there, orange down there. You got this little drop to gain some momentum, fly through, another orange, fly through again. There you go. Okay, now you got to get over there. So same again, blue one, orange one, orange one. Oh, orange one. There you go. Fly through. And this can be a tad complicated. You got to put a blue one there, and an orange one there. And then as soon as it flies through the blue one, fire the orange one somewhere else. There you go. It goes in. And then you just do the same to get back again. Now this is this bit's relatively difficult. You have to fire blue on the wall, orange on there. Wait for the lift to come through. Wait until you can see the lift. Jump through onto the lift. Now shoot blue one further up, and an orange one on the wall. And then jump through, and then shoot a blue one in the floor, and an orange one wherever the hell you want, and jump through. Now this bit, you need to be pretty fast to do this bit. We're going to have a blue over there and an orange right behind this button. Okay? You need to press this button, run through, press the other, blue there, orange on the wall. And oh, see, I messed it up because it's in there. So I need to wait for the timers to reset, the doors to close. I also need to wait for that pellet to blow up. Okay, let's try this again. Button, button, put it there first, and then there, flies through. There you go. There is actually a different way of doing it. If you put that there, and then jump down and fire a blue one, you can actually go high enough to jump onto the lift without having to do any of that. So that's a little cheat for you there. If you can't do that, because the first time I played through it took me quite a while to get the aim and the reaction time's fast enough to get through that chamber. So if you want to just do it the cheating way, then I'm not gonna judge you. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to talk to someone for a second. This one has it's made out so this isn't a normal test chamber. You get a shitload of these turrets, and basically when you walk in front of them they find you and oh, well, I didn't mean to knock it over, but basically if you walk in front of them they blow the crap out of you, and you have to knock them over so that they're on their back or their side. See, shoots you. So you shoot one behind it, pick it up, chuck it over. Oh, that didn't work. There you go. If they don't fall over the first time, just now you can either just go straight across and skip this one, but if you're a violent person, just fire one behind it, push it over. Make your way down here. Now this bit is alright because somebody's helped you out. There's little X's above the turret's heads, and if you fire a portal above its head and then fire one underneath a block, it'll fall through and knock it over. Now you want to keep this second block because you need to do the same to this one down here. Try and get it on, drop it through, knocks it over. Then you want to put one behind, drop through, and you actually get an achievement for picking up one turret and knocking another over with it, so you might want to do that. The easiest way of doing this one is probably to do the same method, just drop boxes on their heads, and you just pick this one up, knock this one over. Oh god, I'm still getting shot. Now this part, don't just drop the box on and run through because there's a turret there, so you need to drop the box on, fire a portal behind it, then walk through, chuck it over, and then you need to put one right as far left as you can, and then go through, knock it over. If you're feeling really evil, you can pick it up, take through the emancipation grill, disintegrate it. There you go. That's the first one where death is really a prevalent issue, because most of the other times death is relatively easy to avoid because it's normally just the floor that can kill you, and you do actually encounter a lot more of those turrets before the end of the game. Now you need to take this cube all the way through the chamber You have to have it at the end, or else you can't get into the chamber lock. You need to use it to get up these steps to start off with. Then you have to carry it in front of you down this corridor, because if you look, there's a pallet, so you have to block the pallet with the box. See, I've messed it up there, because just wait until you see it go back and walk, block it. If you jump backwards, you actually go much quicker. So okay, now you have to activate 3 of these things with the pellets. There's one in here which is really basic, so all you have to do is deflect the pellet. Whoa! All you have to do is deflect the pellet into it with the side of the cube. This one's also pretty basic. I'll do this one first. Just hop back up to where you were. Put a portal there. Put a portal there, and it'll come down the corridor. I think that's going to blow up. Yeah, there you go. It'll release another one. It's going to come barreling down the corridor through the portal, through the blue one, and go in there. Then this third one is probably the most complicated. You gotta go right the way back to nearly the start of the chamber, and put a blue one all the way down there on the black dot. Try not to get killed by it. Put a blue one down there. Oh, and make sure your orange one isn't still there, because it will come through and it will kill you. There you go. And now you need to put your orange one. I'm going to put my orange one there for a second while I set this up. You need to put the cube on this button, because you can't, well, you can get up there, but you need to use the cube to get up there, so it's useless. And then you need to crouch on this one as far to the side as you can and put it there, and then just wait for it to fly through. There it comes, and straight in. And then of course you have to go back and pick up the cube, because you need it at the end of the chamber. Use your portals to get back up to the top, and then just jump across these lifts. Make sure you jump at the very edge of the lift though, because if you don't, then you just fall. Jump up here, put your cube on the button. Now you got to open this furnace. You actually have to burn the cube. You got to open this furnace. Jump through. You got to be quick, because it only stays open for a certain amount of time. And then chuck it in. Poor companion cube. And that's 17. Just 18 and 19 left.